the host of the web show In My Country. Today I'm interviewing my aunt. Her name is Marina, and we actually call her Aunt Hi. If you watched the first episode, you noticed that my mom, who is my aunt's sister, referenced her as Chi Hi because she is the oldest daughter in the family. So growing up, I've always loved hearing stories about how you grew up in Vietnam, and my mom had some perspective, but she was really young when some of these things happened. So I wanted to hear from you because you were the oldest, so you have a good memory of the things that happened in Vietnam. So what was Vietnam like when you lived there?
Okay, well, first of all, my name is Marina Lair, and I'm 70 years old. I was born in Saigon, Vietnam. I'm married to Steve Lair. I have two boys with my first marriage and two grandkids, and the great-grandson going to be born in 3 weeks. I'm excited about it. I haven't had a little one for myself for a long time. Anyway, let me tell you about my story when I grew up in Saigon, Vietnam, in the war, Vietnam War. Start out my biological, my real dad is a jewelry designer and also make. He designed the jewelry and make. Mom and dad have the business at their home and have 6 people work for them. They have me and my brother Richard. 1955, have a small business making jewelry and deliver the jewelry supply for all the jewelry store in Saigon, Vietnam.
They started in 1955?
Yeah. In 1955, mom and dad, the business, the war is beginning and the business not very well. So they have their friend, they have their partner, and the partner have the idea, just get rid of all the debt and move to Laos, to open a jewelry store with him. He will provide the money, and my dad just kind of a partner working for them. But it's a mistake because his partner, he hung around with a bad person. So he becomes smoke and alcoholic. And after 2 years out of the country, he died of lung cancer. So he returned Saigon, Vietnam, and died at the age 33 years old.
Your dad?
Left my mom an empty hand.
Your dad died at 33 from lung cancer, is that right?
Yeah, my dad died at 33 years old. And when he died, my mom pregnant Uncle Dan, which is the youngest one in the about 7 months pregnant when my dad died. In the war country, we don't have no help from anyone. My mom had to go out the country, they call Bà Well, which is 2 hours away from Saigon, where my grandmother's sister lived, to call for help. She gave us a little land beside her house, and we built the house by the coconut tree, big enough for 7, really, not the house, it's a hut. We built out with the coconut tree and coconut leaves, big enough for 7 of us live, which is their support. We got support from them and the neighbor. For 2 months later, my mom gave birth, my brother Danny. And my mom got to go, after 2 months, my mom got to go to Saigon, Vietnam, looking for a job to work, to feed us. She only go home about like once a week, and later about twice a week, because she have to stay there and work and send us money to visit us. Uh, at the time, I am only 9 years old, Richard 8 years old, Michael 3 years old, Sue 2 years old, and a brand new baby 2 months old. That's Danny. And my grandma have diabetes, at the age in 50. I think she about 55, 56. Uh, to help mom and grandma to take care of all my brother and sister. So I have to I have to go pick up empty bottle glasses from the American GI, which is they call American military, and pick up all the cloth bag from the flour they throw away, go home and sell them and wash them to make clothes for all my brother and sister. It's just so sad at the time near the war country. We don't have anybody help from government or whatever, you're in your own. So to be able to help. My brother, Danny, is really sick because we don't have enough formula for him. We have to go and get all the pop, the milk from the rice pop and the rice broth to mix together with little formula, to feed them. Since he don't have enough medicine, he really sick because he don't have enough nutrition. So he really sick. So we just live in a very, very hard time, very poor. And we, war country, everybody have their own, uh, they just don't have any extra to help us. So mom got to work very hard. Daytime, mom got to work a secretary. Mom's translate. Mom can speak French, so she work in ambassador and translate. Nighttime, she have another job. So she got two jobs, to get the money to take care of us. So in any way, it's just very bad, when the war at that time and bombing, fighting communists, and American came in like 1964. American wanted involved and tried to help us to take the communists down. So they keep fighting and fighting, job not there and very hard time we live, really sad life.
And you're responsible for taking care of all of your siblings basically at 9 years old. Is that right?
9 years old. Yeah, I'm 9 years old. I have to take care. Because Uncle Richard is 8 years old. And you know how the boys is. He didn't help very much. He run around. I have to worry where he go or what he doing every day. And Uncle Mai only 3, and your mom only 2. What is 3 years old and 2 years old do? And a brand new baby, only 2 months old. Cause my grandmother at the time, she helping too, but you know how she diabetic and no medicine, everything. She kind of halfway blind and you know how weak and everything. You know how diabetic people without medicine. So anyway, my mom, after 3 years later, my mom met my dad, long call. Yeah, my stepdad, my dad, I rather call him dad because he an angel. So my mom met my dad 3 years later, and my dad married to my mom, and he adopt all of us. Can you imagine that? Adopt 5 of us and bring us back to Saigon. and live in the little condo. Well, it's not little condo, it's two-story condo. Um, have 4 bedroom and in 12 Trần Dũng Khanh is the address in Saigon. And we have a very good life after that. So he take care of mom and dad, but my grandma begin, the diabetes, so my mom have to take care my grandmother. So we have a very good life. He a good daddy. He take care of us really good. Uh, After we live there, we live in Trần Dũng Khanh. It's about I think 4 years. I don't remember. Let me see. I'm 15. Uh, I met my first husband, Bob. His name is Bob. I'm 15 and he is 18, 19. We fall in love, and he a rich boy. He come from he a son of a senator, and he his father lived at 34 Duy Tân, which is a big house with a 12 room. It's really nice. Yeah, he got chauffeur. I remember he come pick me up with a little buggy, Volkswagen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he's 17, his mom, dad bought him that. So we start fall in love. It's a wonderful time, how your finance is so good with that, and you marry. I mean, you're not married. You're dating a rich boy. Come pick you up. I mean, my life beginning a very good time at 15 until 14. 4 years later, um, after the war bombing and the communists is really strict, because my dad is American and they hate American. At that time, they go around and try to kill, the woman married to American or hurt American family. So for the protection, so my dad have to take my mom and Mike, my brother, and Sue is your mom, and Aunt Rose is just born. Yeah, Aunt Rose about, I think, not even 1 year. So uh, I have to hurry to marry my husband. Well, we fall in love for more 5 years. I'm 19. We fall in love when I'm 15. So since he rich, he got all that room. He live in a big house and have 12 guest room. So I marry him, and at the time, Richard it gets stuck with the army thing. He got to go serve the army, and Uncle Dan he got some paperwork, and he really sick. He always a sick child, so he not qualified. They require some paperwork and healthy for mom and dad, to bring him, but he gets stuck there. And grandma it developed a diabetes really bad, so she needs insulin treatment, all that. So I married to my husband. At the time I'm kind of pregnant. I get pregnant Chucky, so we hurry to get married, and I bring my whole family to 34 Duy Tân, the big mansion, to live there. And mom and dad have to hurry. Dad have to hurry to take Michael, your mom Sue, and Aunt Rose to get out before they kill, my mom or dad, whatever. They hate Americans, so they kill everybody, hurt everybody who involve Americans. So to save, better life, my dad had to take my mom and her 3 children, his 3 children, to Americans to save them, and left me, grandma, Richard, my brother, and my little brother, Danny. But it's just in a hurry. My mom just go there to save some, and later she will take care to bring us the rest when time comes. I move them out. The half of family in my big mansion. Everybody have room and living a little bit safe life, but in the world country, there are no place to save. They bomb every day, and in any way, my grandma got really sick with her diabetes, and Richard is with the army. He got to go serve the army, and Danny is 10, run around. I at the time I have my son Chucky, 6 months. At 19 years old, I have to take care of all these people. So busy. Last time with husband, over there, the guy can marry and can go around have mistress. It's kind of normal, it's kind of normal. But I'm pregnant with my son Mickey, and my husband, have somebody. Yeah, he just get tired of me being, take care of my family. First, he's real nice. He in love with me. He brought a whole family in his house, give everybody room. But so busy with lifestyle, my grandma really sick. Richard in the army, and Danny run around at 10. So, and I'm pregnant at the time with the second one, that's Mickey. So I'm so busy, I don't take care of him. So he has somebody to take care of him. So of course, in any way, he don't find no love for me. I'm so busy with my family, and no money, because I've been, taking his money to take care of my family. So our marriage, it failed. He with another woman. In a way, I think my brother, Danny, after 2 years living with me, he is 13 years old. Yeah. My mom have all the paperwork for him, straightened out. And then, yeah, I sent him, she took him to American. So a year later, in 1975, which is my marriage is falling, my husband have a mistress, and mom and dad, I just asked mom and dad, just I want to get away for a while because it's just so sad. My my grandma is really sick and in the hospital, in and out, and I just drained out the money, and I took his money to raise to take care of my grandmother. So all that, it just broke up my marriage. He just get tired of that, and I have no money, I have no love after I found him with another woman. So I'm exhausted. So I asked my mom and dad to help me with the gold car at the time, because my dad adopted me. I have a gold car. So he can visa me go to United States, for 6 months. So I want to disappear for a while because I'm just exhausted. Yeah, I think I'm 20 and some mid 20. The visa, 6 months, whatever, just to visit my parents over there. And at the time, Richard in the army, so he cannot go because he got to go serve. So he married to Michelle, his wife. And while I left my grandma. My grandma is sick. Yeah, with him, which is at the time I'm just so desperate. I want to, and beside, in the world, I have my son Chucky and Mickey. One is 6 years old and one 4 years old. So I bring it to America and left my sick grandma home with, yeah, it's just so desperate and just so upset. I left my grandma for my Richard and his wife to take care. Uh, I thought I'm just gonna go away to warning my husband, you know. But I come to American is February 1975, and then Saigon get a couple of months later. Saigon get lost in April 75. So my grandmother died after that. Yeah. So my brother and his wife, since he have a gold card, my dad adopt, all of us. So we all have a gold card. So the gold card, uh, you can get to go at the time. So he left Saigon after my grandma and his wife come to American uh, a couple months later. Yeah. So in any way, thanks American, here we are. Yeah, my Richard and his wife come to American. We are in the freedom country. So I am 25 years old. My life beginning in USA, American, United States of American, living with my parents and all my brothers and sisters. I am a seamstress, and I got a job at the sewing factory to help raise my two kids. I living with my parents, and my parents got 6 kids, plus my two kids. Back then, my dad the only one to support the family. Later, my mom got a job in the factory, but still, it's very hard for my dad to supply all, take care of all this, like 8 people. So in a way, my life beginning working in the sewing factory. I have taken my two children to the babysit in the morning and start to work at 6:30 in the sewing factory. I'm a seamstress, so they hire me right away. Even I don't speak English, whatever. I speak little English. Yeah. In any way, I'm very lucky to get a job there. From 2:30, I walked down to Gate Bridal Shop. It's on Main Street. From 3 to 5, and I work there. Yeah, and the weekend I be a waitress at Top Big Boy, Pancake House, Waffle House, and I got a little bit promotion after all my experience. I work at Red Lobster, and I make pretty good money there for just weekend by tip. They think I'm really cute. That's why I make a lot of money on tip. Uh, at the time I meet Steve, my husband, he only 16, which is he 9 years younger than me. He's just a younger man, and go school, and he hung around. He my brother Danny's best friend, so he hung around, and he helped me a lot with my two kids, playing with them, pick them up at the babysit, and help me a lot with my two children. He loved me and my kids, and in 1977, after he left his engineering career to go and work, he could be an engineering, but he got a scholarship. They sent him away to Texas to finish his schooling, but he loved me, so he left that career and go to Mueller, be a foundry man, and work there, make money to marry me and raise my kids. Yeah, that is. He always my angel. After I get tired of working, no benefits, and I need benefit for my son and myself. Um, I could go to Medicare or whatever, live off the government, but my mom say no. They said they can help me to get the child care and everything, help us out. Which is they call welfare, but my mom don't let me to do that, so I have to go work. So after I met my husband, we married and we both work at Mueller. They hire me because I have experience. Yeah, during the time I be a waitress, work at Broadly. I go to tour company. I get vocation. Uh, I go get my eighth grade education, so they hire me and they qualify me to go vocational, which is the government school, to learn the tool, learn how to run the machine. So because I have to have that license, to have the factory, since I don't foreign, I don't speak English, so I have my skills. So I did get my license there, and I start out the little tour company Wobble. I worked there about a year, so I have experience. So I apply at Mueller Company, and they hire me, and I got your job, and I have benefit. And my husband and I, we dating a couple of years, and he married me, and he had to give up his career to go to Mueller to work because at the time he have two children, yeah, and me. So in any way, we very happy. He loved my kids, adopt my kids. My kids have his son, and helped me out a lot. Married for 43 years and going good and healthy. And my dad retired after, get United States. He retired, and they kind of live in his retirement. So, things really tight. At the time, my mother developed a diabetes. So my mom really stay home. So in a way, time to time, the diabetes so bad. So my mom died. My mom sick that died after 6 years battle. And my dad died 4 years later with his heart condition and diabetes. I continue working hard with my two business, a bridal business and a spa. Help me. The reason I opened this shop because my oldest son beginning a diabetes and really sick. Yeah, my oldest son, Chucky, from the previous marriage. I have Chucky and Mickey. So I guess he just follow up my grandmother diabetes, my mom diabetes, and my dad diabetes too. My stepdad diabetes. And anyway, so he diabetes really bad, so I have to take care of him. I beginning to making clothes for the people, bridals. I opened a little bridal shop, and God blessed me. That person who sold me the building, you can imagine the building I own right now. It's like $100,000, but at the time the situation gets so bad, and I had to take care of my son. So they sold that building for me only 30,000 just to help me out. So I opened a little business there to have some income to help I opened bridal shop there, and I doing really well because I am a seamstress always, and I can design and making clothes people. So I got a great business there. But since my son gets really sick, nobody take care. I cannot put him into the nursing home or the health care. I want to take care of him myself, just like my mom, my dad, my grandma. They are diabetes, and I am the one to take care them at home. So my financial gets really bad, so I have to beginning to open another shop to get some income to help. I need money to take care of my ill son diabetic better for like 3 years. Yeah, I had to go to the Mayo Clinic Chuck really ill, and they say Mayo Clinic is a big hospital. That's the only hospital. They have all equipment to save my son, so I'm travel. And the business doing very well after that because I'm in the boss and I have the nice people, help me. 2 years later, he 2 year and a half later, yeah, his diabetes so bad, and he just died of the heart congestion and diabetes. Mickey is another son, is healthy, got 2 children, and they are doing really good and very healthy. I'm very proud of them. They have 2 children, a boy, the girl, and the boy Common, and Cooper, which is now is growing. Common is in the medical field, try to be anesthesia, and Cooper is uh, um, engineering, also very famous on wrestling. Very proud of them. They doing very well and very healthy. Uh, and when Chuck died, he left me a son, the only son. That is Zachary. He 18 years old for me to raise, and he is doing very well now. He is heavy duty construction operate or the big heavy duty, and married to Nicole, and about give me a grandchildren in 3 weeks. I mean, no, yeah, that's it, in 3 weeks. So I'm very proud of them. They doing very well and very healthy with their dad issues. So he watch what he eats, exercise, and keep himself busy. Uh, in other way, I am 70 years old now and still working. I think I said 3, maybe 4 jobs. I am a seamstress. I am a baker, and I'm all licensed. Okay, I every my work I have license to prove. And I'm a hairdresser. I'm still maintain my 3 or 4 jobs. Uh, that not include a cook for the people, deliver food. I love to cook. All my family love my cooking, so it's all my friend, my client. So I still feeding the people in a way. So I'm telling everybody, and with a happy family, Steve and I married my husband, 43 year happiness. Yeah, and I tell you, everybody can be healthy if you watch, or everybody diabetic. I come from a diabetic family. My grandma died at age 68. My mom died at age 66. My dad died uh, 70, 79, I think. And my own son died at age 48 after battle 9 years. And they all diabetic, yeah, and die of heart condition. And so is my dad died of age 33, they young, and they all have heart condition, lung cancer, diabetic. Most of them are diabetic. And I tell you, everybody can treat your diabetes just like me by watch what you eat, exercise, just stay busy. And the most thing is be positive. Yeah, positive. I am 70 years old, and I have a good side 2020 for being diabetic since I'm 28. Yeah, when I started Mueller, uh, 28, I'm so little. My mom, I'm underweight, so my mom been feed me shake and all the stuff make me gain weight. I remember she she saw the lead on my bottom of my pan, put all the heavy things so I can weigh. They require like 135 uh, weight limit. After my mom feed me for 2 weeks before I got interview, and so less on all make me heavy. And I climb on the scale. I weigh 125 pounds. I'm still 10 pounds underweight. But in any way, make story short, and I telling everybody, diabetes can be fixed if you watch your diet, because I don't taking pill. I mean, off and on, because pill have side effects. If you can watch your diabetes and exercise, keep busy like me, 2, 3 jobs. I maintain 2 business, bridal business and the hair salon, and I am healthy at 70 years old. I can read without glasses, and I can bend up and down, crawl on the floor, cut many. Lately, with the corona, whatever, I've been making over 300 masks for donate for all the hospital and all the people need.
Recording this during the coronavirus pandemic, so they've closed your businesses, but you remain busy because you're making masks.
Yeah, they closed my business, and I'm a seamstress, so I have a lot of fabric. But I'm telling everybody, diabetes, because my whole family diabetic. Yes, you can treat yourself if you watch your diet and exercise. And I'm thank you for thank you, Mylene, for interviewing me, so I can get a chance to tell people about how my story. And I thank you for American. It's a wonderful place to live. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mylene.
Love you.
And love you very much. And God bless American, bless everybody.